Howdy, howdy. Is
Well, they
everybody
might
here?
have they might have an ad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Ads ahoy!
yeah, it seems like Twitch is really on board with all the ads all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. It's isn't it always the way? It's always the way. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've just got to scratch my back. All right, there you go.
She's been waiting all day to do that. She's been waiting all day to make that joke.
Hey, no, no messing with the warlock. Ha. Yeah. All right. Hi, chat room. Can everyone hear? Okay. Sounds coming through. I'm gonna play. Let me play this one. Where is it? Let's do. Where's my scream one? Hang on. This one.
Whoa, dude. Yes.
Hi there.
Yes.
So spooky.
Wasn't expecting that one.
Oh, I may have a couple of things. I may have had fun this week in between all the craziness. That's for
Certainly
certain.
seems like it.
Yes. Oh,
Thanks, Chris.
thanks, Chris. Thank you. All right. Okay. Well, I think it's just about time. So, I've got everything here. All right. Yep. I've got my coffee, so we're good. All right. Everyone ready? Ready to do this?
Ready?
Ready?
We.
Okay. Let's do this in 5, 4, 3.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure.
Crafted.
Flowers.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast. And here's your host, Leeta.
Hello, and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 240. Today is Halloween, Saturday, October 31st, 2020. I am your spooky host, Leeta. Joining me this week are all these peeps. Hey everyone, we have got Nisey, we've got Faire, we've got Xaya, and Stone's popped in. So, hi guys, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for thanking. I am looking a little pale. Absolutely. But anyway,
Need a little bit of sun.
I need to get out into the Queensland sun. Absolutely. But I don't know if you get the spiky hair and the makeup. I've done Leeta. I've done my warlock. This is my warlock. This is her face. So, yeah. So even slept with the spiky hair last night so it would stand up. Yeah, it's got like half a tin of hairspray and all sorts of things. So, yes. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me this week. I do appreciate it. However, we're going to start because Stone's just popped in to say hi. So we're going to start off with a couple of things with Stone first off. So Stone, hi.
Couple of things.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
So really quick, you know that the we can't add characters to the website, so I was screwing around in there on a day off kind of deal, and discovered something that Xaya I think had found a lot earlier on, that gear was not being tracked, and in the PI, and for us as a challenge on any of them, if you can't track gear, you can't track them, because somebody can just go on in and say, hey, I'm not logging, like as long as they don't log out with green gear and blah blah blah, then as far as we know they're good. But they could cheat and we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So, I panicked, and I freaked out Leeta a little bit too, and I also we were able to shout, and we finally got Blizzard's awareness,
Mm-hmm.
and they responded to both myself and Elkie, because Elkie used her own channels as well.
Yep.
So basically, it's a bug, and they are aware of it, and they are going to fix it. So,
Yes.
The tracking will still happen.
Yes.
It's just right now it won't. We were told, but with a caveat, because all things IT, you never know. Okay.
Mhm.
We were told that they're hoping to get it done for the patch, which is the Shadowlands patch,
Mhm.
the 9.0 to whatever, the one that comes out on November 23rd.
Yes.
When everything goes live and we can start to level from 50 to 60, that's when the bug should be fixed, and we can then again see gear tracking.
Mm-hmm.
And but with all things IT, and it's not just Blizzard, all things IT, you know,
Yeah.
they, you never know. Things could happen and push things back, and maybe they can't work on it. So there could be a period of time where we can't track anything, and we just have to go on as is and just play and just keep within those rules.
Mm-hmm.
And you should be good once we start to track.
Yeah.
We don't know if it means that nothing's being tracked right now. Like, it could be tracking and it's just not showing up.
Yeah.
Or they might not be tracking it. We don't know.
We don't know.
So
we were
just
lucky to get
try to
answers.
stay within the rules.
Yeah, we were really worried
Well,
that
we'll
we
find
weren't
out
going to get
9.02,
answers. So
right?
yeah. So at least we've got something to go on, and yeah, it was a little bit like when we found out. So, Xaya, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We appreciate that.
Yep.
Yes.
I actually hit the green by accident.
Yeah.
So I checked, whoops, where's the stats? Where's it?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think I think we will just have to wait and see how things play out. But fingers crossed that when was it? 24th of November.
Well, whenever Shadowlands launches, which is November 23rd/24th.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we will see. We will see how we go. But that's the time frame at the moment. But like Stone said, look, IT, these things happen. We know things get pushed back. So fingers crossed. And
So.
all right.
Yep. I think that's it, right? Yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
That
You
it?
just
Okay.
that's it.
So can I say one thing?
Sure.
Leeta.
Yes. Yes.
No,
Stone.
I'd just like to say congrats to Fimless and Zabby for getting married. They are the co-hosts of Twisted Nether. I'm watching their wedding right now.
Yes.
Congratulations. They're actually doing their vows. I'm listening to them too. You can't hear it.
Nice.
So they're having a wedding, and they're streaming it, and they gave us a link so we could watch.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Excellent.
They're two pretty cool people.
Yes. I met them when I was there. They were helping out, didn't I? They were having a Calm Before the Storm.
At Com
With Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. They're lovely. Yeah.
If she's going to start crying, I'm going to start crying, and I got to get out of here because I don't want you guys to see me cry. You guys have seen me cry enough times.
Yeah.
Faire, Xaya, Nisey, it's good to see you guys again.
See you.
Good to see you.
I hope you guys do well, and please be safe because it's stupid outside. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for
Take care of
dropping in.
yourself, Stone.
Peace out. I love
Peace
you
out.
guys.
Bye. Heart you.
Ciao.
All right. So preparations. There we go. Look at that. Streamlessly over to the other screen. Yay! Leeta does something right. All right.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so thank you, Stone. I'm sure he's not listening because he's off listening to the wedding. But big congratulations to them. So now that we know API's bugged, all that fun stuff. That's why character adding and all of that stuff is not going ahead. So we just got to wait. Hopefully by the time Shadowlands hits on the 23rd/24th of November, they'll have all that information back into the game, or that we can read, like you said. It's probably in behind, but they've got it hidden. Who knows? So we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Stone, for doing that. Hang on. I'll play this one in honor of Stone. Just because I can. All right, there we go. Okay, so what we've got is I've got Faire, Nisey, and Xaya here because we want to talk about since the pre-patch came out with the squish and all the changes and how things are going. All right, so I want to know from you guys because you guys are like mad levelers and keep like covered over all the challenges. So I know between the three of you, I think we've got just about everything covered, but maybe the teams. Apologies, Nisey and I we haven't even had time to look at the teams, have we? Really?
Not really. Just
We will
life
do
has
that.
not been kind the past couple of months, and we've been
Life.
running around with chickens with our heads cut off.
Yes.
Basically.
Exactly.
We'll get back to it.
We will get back to that. We will have to do some checking on that. So we'll see how that goes. But what I want to know is for the three of you in particular, how have you found leveling a challenge toon since the pre-patch hit? So first off, I'll start off with Faire because I know that you've been doing a lot of jumping around on a lot of different toons. From irons to passies to working man to green man. How have you found it?
Yeah, I had no focus, as you can tell. Zero focus at this point. But, 3 words: interesting, fast, and a little disjointed.
Okay.
Were my 3 impression words. Interesting because I really like and make a lot of use of chromie time. I very much like not having to deal with Legion and BFA unless I feel like it for some little reason.
Yeah.
Just kind of as truth and disclosure here, I did not create any toons yet since the squish. All the toons that I was leveling were made pre-squish and were at least level 10 when we started.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
so all of my comments will pertain to existing toons that are continuing on.
Yep.
My first thing, if I had any focus at all, was to try to push my toons who are getting close to the maximum level at the time and push them to 50. Had several that were close. So I got an Iron Hunter, an Iron Druid, an Iron Rogue, a Working Man Hunter, and a 10-man Rogue to 50.
Okay. Nice.
They were close, yeah. Some of those that was my contest hunter. So she'd been around for a while.
Oh, okay. Right. Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. No longer survival. She went Beastmaster, obviously.
Yeah.
The Druid is even older, and the Rogue, Iron Druid and Rogue. Except for the Hunters, none of these toons had been able to kill anything for quite some time.
Okay.
So they were doing holidays and small things. So it felt really good to be able to get in and do some things with them.
Nice.
I enjoyed that a lot, getting my the Druid out of Mouthballs and letting her do some pick up off the ground stuff that I somehow never done in various zones.
Yeah.
Yay, quests. After that, I've been working on my Green Man Mage,
Mm-hmm.
who's 45 at the moment,
Nice.
and a pacifist druid. She was the youngest when the squish happened, but I've been
Okay.
spending some time on her, and I'm really amazed. Once I got her to 30 and she could fly, I did 7 levels in one day. That was
Wow.
just weird for me. Yeah, I don't level fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of astounding. That was on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, she just zoomed around. I mean, it was kind of fun going to Dalaran to cook and fish when she was very young in my mind.
Yep.
But before I could fly, I just stayed in Dalaran. I didn't do any of the quests that made you go out. Just stay there, cook, fish,
Yep.
go back and do other things.
Mm-hmm.
The Working Man Hunter was fun. I really like Hunter for Working Man. At level 49, she ran into what, I don't know if it's a gap in scaling or what, but all of a sudden, things she could kill at 48, she could no longer kill without having her pet die 3 times.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, it was just like a brick wall. I mean,
Mhm.
she had a spirit beast, she tried a gorilla, she tried a cat. Same issues. I don't know what the deal was.
Hmm.
Anyway, I didn't want to kill her. So
Yep.
since she's a working man, she went archaeology for
Mhm.
the last level. One thing about archaeology, just as a note, since this is fair, I have to talk archaeology for one moment. Be sure to turn off crummy time
Mhm.
if you're going to go back and do archaeology in the old zones,
Yes.
because you don't want those mobs at your level particularly.
Mhm.
So just turn it off and go back, and it's like the old days, just good experience. And she got to 50 that way.
Yep. Okay.
Just one comment. I said one of my words was disjointed. You can probably tell. I was hopping around a lot,
Mhm.
and I'm still not quite sure where I'm going when, but I guess we'll talk about that later.
Mhm. Yeah. It's. I mean, and I guess it's not just. You're probably similar to me in the fact that I still am trying to get my head around this. Like, it's.
Yeah,
Some
big time.
people are probably picking it up really fast. For me, I'm still kind of going. I'm in Northrend at 25. Like, it just is crazy. It's crazy good, but there's this other part of me that's kind of going, what?
It just
So
feels wrong.
it does,
Yeah,
you
my
know.
head doesn't wrap around it.
Yeah, exactly. Before I forget, Rude wanted to know, was the druid feral? But that's
No.
your passy. So
Oh, my passy is Resto. My
Resto, yep.
Iron Druid is balanced / Resto,
Yep.
depending on what she's doing.
Okay.
I don't play Feral Druids particularly. So.
Yeah.
I've heard Feral is having issues, so
Okay.
but I don't know that firsthand.
All right. I don't know. My druid's a passy, so I don't go into anything either. I think she's. I don't.
My
even-
passy Druid has
I
no
don't know.
spells that kill
Yeah.
things on
I
barbs.
think I just went the heals one just to make sure I had enough heals if I had to run away. That was pretty much like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for that information. Like, obviously that helps because we know that you're jumping around from different challenges, which is great to know how that's going. So thank you for that. Nisey, I'll ask you next. How have you found things since the pre-patch with leveling? What's going on?
They've been different. I do have one question real quick for Faire with archaeology. Have you started archaeology any earlier than 49 on anybody yet? Or just at
Oh yeah,
40?
I have. Oh no.
So, have you had to be careful about the new zone levels where it switches over to, like, say, where Blasted Lands becomes, like, WoD Blasted Lands?
You always have to be careful about that. Yeah.
Like, so you have to pay attention to the new levels that those change over.
Yeah, you do. And I've spent a fair number of time hopping around between regulars and anybody at the right level to check and see, am I okay to go to Darkshore now or not? Am I safe to portal to Darnassus or not? Things like that.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to, put that thought out there so people
That's
aren't,
important.
just in there
Yeah.
digging because I can do no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you start out, Silithus, for example, is destroyed. You don't have any flight path into Silithus at the beginning.
Yeah.
On my pacifist, I went to portal into Uldum and changed the time. Now that felt really weird. Here I am in Chromie time, which is already messing with time.
Yes.
Now I'm messing with time with Zidorme again. So wow, okay.
I feel like we're just gonna get sucked into a black hole pretty soon with all of these weird time changes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Don't think about
Not
it too much.
good.
Yeah. But that opened up Silithus for me at least, as well as Uldum. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just figured we'd touch upon that real super quick.
that's important. Good point.
But
It is good.
yeah, so like Faire's using characters that she had already started. I made a brand new character. As I always do coming into a new expansion or new change. That's a pretty significant one because I don't want to risk my ones that I currently have because Bloodthirsty is a time sink and I know that they're probably gonna bite it as things go forward, but I just want to hold on to them a little bit longer. So I made a brand new one. I went Gnome Mage, and Mage isn't normally a class I go, but I wanted to see a few things. I was like, you know what, Mage is kind of squishy for Bloodthirsty to a point. It's probably one of the squishier ones. Let's give this a go. It'll kind of give me a good view just how things are going to go with everybody else.
Just
I gotta
two
say,
secs. Hang on, 2 secs. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's your internet. But you're just coming through. Am I coming through, Robody?
No. It's
Okay.
probably
You're
me.
fine.
It's yours. Okay. No, that's all right. You sound okay at the moment, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah, I've been
Keep
having
going.
net issues all week, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
start
all
over.
right. Go for it.
Am I still wobbly or am I good?
No, you sound okay now. It's just
Okay.
like it kind of spiked for about 10 seconds. That's cool. Okay. Go for it.
So I made a new one. Made a mage because they're squishy.
Yep.
Combat's different. Now maybe I noticed it more on the Bloodthirsty end because we're always in combat. Things feel combat wise like they did in Legion before they messed with combat length, where they made things a little bit slower to kill. Things are a heck of a lot faster to kill now. It's almost disturbing how fast, because we got used to combat taking so long through BFA. So that feels really weird and kind of unnerves me a little bit because I'm like, okay, well, what's going to happen next? Granted, I haven't gotten that far. I'm only level 13. I'm a slow Bloodthirsty leveler. I've been leveling her on stream because I'm just kind of sticking my toes out in there and be like, all right, what's going on? What's happening? Not in a rush. But so far, things have been interesting. Combat's been pretty fast for the most part. I haven't had too many issues with killing stuff. Just, I got into a little bit of trouble where a mob respawned on me. That's normal. So, I mean, that was good. But it felt weird. And I've also noticed, being a Bloodthirsty, and I'm killing mostly beasts at the moment and not humanoids, things are expensive for a Bloodthirsty. Questing for Iron Man, not so much. You don't have to worry about it because you're getting money. If you're very bad at auction house or you have very bad luck with auction house starting out, you definitely want a budget. First level riding at 10, almost a gold. It might not sound like much to an iron, but that's a lot to a Bloodthirsty if you haven't been to auction house yet or you haven't been lucky with drops.
Yes.
I had stuff, went to auction house, didn't even think about how much riding was going to be, put my stuff up, went to go get it, and I was like, oh, I just spent all my money on deposits for auction house. Right. Had to go back and do another round of leveling through Loch Modan so that I could vendor stuff to come back and get the riding. Not a huge deal, but something to think about.
Yeah.
And so I went mage. A lot of people go mage for portals so you can get around everywhere easier. And I'm going without Chromie time. So I just want to see how things are going to go. Portals are a bit of sticker shock at the moment. Because you can learn a shit ton of portals at level 10.
Mm-hmm.
They range anywhere from, under a gold, like 50 silverish for your Eastern Kingdom's Kalimdor. Other places are ranging from 10 gold to 71 gold. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's nice. I guess I can't portal for a while.
Yeah.
Unless I start making some money. But like the Borealis portal, to learn that was 71-ish gold, give or take. And I was like,
Wow.
level 10? That seems a little expensive.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, like Pandaria to the Veil was 40 gold at level 10. And I'm like, guys, this is level 10.
Still
What?
a lot.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess normal characters funnel money over from their alts, but we can't do that. So for a Bloodthirsty, that was kind of, I was like, right, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Another expensive one that you should plan for is for level 20. You should probably have it by then, but just in case you don't, second level riding for mount speed on the ground, 45 gold.
Okay. Speaking of mounts. Sorry, Chris. I know she's probably like sitting there going, grr, but I love that. Yeah.
For beginning bloods, it's a little expensive out there, and I wasn't quite prepared for the sticker shock.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Like, oh yeah, it hurt a little bit. So it's been a little, like Faire's gonna say, or Faire said, it is a little disjointed because I wasn't sure where to go, and trying to just get my feet under me. But yeah, that's what I've noticed so far. Things are expensive now.
Okay.
Primarily.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. I haven't played a mage in forever. I didn't even think about like buying the portals, so that's really surprising that they go from that to that. I suppose it's still like that in current, what was pre-current.
Stir is playing a mage these days. Can you believe that? Stir has a mage.
Who is he?
Yeah.
Who, Stir?
We talked
Who
about
are you?
teleporting the other day. Yeah. I mean, it's like, wow, tell me about teleporting? Wait a minute. You're a rogue mage.
Nice. I just have to say, Peridon just put a message saying he's in game right next to Karanos, and totally looked up when I played the whole Headless Horseman sound. You're welcome. Great. You're welcome, Peridon. Anything I can do to help, buddy. Thank you. I'm glad. All right. Well, that's interesting to know, Nisey. So, thank you. I guess we'll have to see how things
yeah, like I don't know if it's gonna get, if it's one of those things that didn't get balanced yet. It could have been an oversight, but it just feels like a lot for a level 10 to come up with. I mean, unless you're doing well on Auction House, then it's whatever. Well, but if you're one of those that's a little bit on the unlucky side with your Auction House server, then it could be something to think about.
But at the same stage, I suppose Blizzard also makes the game to be played not the way that we play it.
This is true. So
for
normal
normal,
isn't a big deal, but it is something I felt worth noting from a challenger standpoint, because some people do go mage specifically to get around faster.
That's right. And the other thing is, sometimes it is good to look at your world events and the extra ways that you can, one, get XP, two, if you can get a little bit of gold through doing dailies and things like that. So obviously not for Bloodthirsty, but for your irons quests, and all of that. Fine. Yeah. Bloods, you're just gonna have to suck it up, and that's gonna be it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
I noticed when I was shelling out money at 20 for faster riding on the ground, if I was short on money, I'd skip that. Save it for 30.
Yeah, like you don't have to.
You're
have
gonna
it
want
right
to fly.
then,
You're gonna want to fly.
Yeah. Exactly. So, Execute says you can get a leg up on working man through fishing exactly. The Darkmoon Faire starts, well, for me, this afternoon, tonight. So, that's another thing. But again, no love for bloodthirsties.
Nope.
So everyone else is
Never.
pretty muchly okay, but if you're plain bloodthirsty, none of those are acceptable. So just gotta go kill stuff. And we know that humanoids are normally the best bet for killing to get your greens and to get some money. So yeah. So good luck.
Loot
Bloods.
everything.
Loot everything. That's right. Even if
Yeah.
it's just vendor trash, like
Yeah.
it
You're gonna
all
need that
adds up.
vendor trash.
It all adds up. Absolutely. Okay. Xaya. Hi, Xaya.
Hello.
It feels like forever since I've spoken to you. I'm so happy you could come on. So how have you found leveling since pre-patch? Because I know that you've been on. Because I see you pop on. I'm like, there he is. Off he goes. So how's it been for you?
Well, I created the bloodthirsty, which I had. I lost my bloodthirsty at 80 something
Mm-hmm.
a week or two before pre-patch, so I decided to wait until pre-patch to start a new one,
Mm-hmm.
and started a few errands. Got one to 48 before I died.
Mm-hmm.
Started a Pandemic Monk,
Yep.
and which died also, and created a Druid,
Mm-hmm.
which died also. And not really, I'm quite a little careless, I think, about that. What I found is that when you start a new character, the first 10 levels get a lot more gold than before. So
Mm-hmm.
if at 10, you have enough for riding
Mm-hmm.
right now. Okay, and at 10, you can get Buralist or Dadalar if you're a orb.
Mm-hmm.
You can open your garrison, get your Dalaran Earthstone, and I suggest you do that as soon as possible. It's a lot easier at 11, 12 than after that. If you
True.
for 220, the quick fist it's like a truck, but at
Yeah.
11, 12, the difference is that you can kill it. Maybe not on all
Mm-hmm.
classes. I didn't try everything,
Yep.
but on the Thunderbird, you get out of the starting zone at about 16, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's too late to open your garrison because quick fist is too hard for a monk at least.
Okay. All right.
Okay? But if you do a stand and some other races at 10, go get your garrison and kill quick fist.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot easier than waiting at 20, something like that. It feels really weird to do that. I admit, but
Mm.
it is a lot easier. And on the protection party that I did, I, I opened the castle and went to get the artifact weapon. And I found out that even if you don't have the right spec, it can auto-equip. Maybe specific to the retribution weapon on Palili, but I'm not
Okay.
sure about that. I haven't tried any other to open the castle on other tools yet.
Okay.
Uh, on the Blood 30, what is fun is that at level 10 you can go anywhere. So I made a hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and at level 10 I went to Swamp of Sorrows and do a rare round every day and got a lot of stuff to sell on the edge. And so even if you're not lucky, there are in the Swamp of Sorrows there are about I think 8 or 9 rares,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on the time that you go there, it's easy to get them all. So it's easy to get a lot of green stuff to get on the edge,
Yeah.
and you can go to any zone. So
Mm-hmm.
you can go Web of Servers, Lockmore Dam, Arity Islands,
Mm.
Wisdom Playland. You can do all three on the same day and maybe twice. So it's easy to get a lot of greens to put on the edge
Yep.
and get some money there. However, at 35, if you don't have Chromie time, you get 0 XP
Yep.
in the old zone. So you have to get Chromie time. And if you get Komi time at level 38, the stat of kill with XPs stop incrementing if you go there.
Yep.
So what I'm doing now is I do Swamp of Sorrow or some another rare round on some and go back to Legion or BFA
Yep.
to get some kills to get my percentage up,
Mm-hmm.
just to not be flagged. The
Right.
problem is that it goes down a lot faster than it goes up.
Yep.
So if you do a rare round, you kill maybe I am 43 at the moment, I think. So I go flying in front of the road. I do
Mm-hmm.
the rares there.
Yep.
I drop from 2, 3. I kill about 10, maybe 15 mobs, and I drop from 3%, I think. So I go to Legion in
Yep.
Azura. There's a bunch of yellow mobs there that near the Illusory point.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to kill about 50 or 60 of them just to get 1% up. So
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it's less time consuming with Chromie time,
Yeah.
but it is still time consuming when you get above 38.
Okay. All right. So, okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess Nisey would kind of expected that was gonna be the case. What Zaya's saying about bloodthirsty. Yeah, that's the same you were finding.
Yeah, I know in beta, it's hard to compare beta to live because beta's beta, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a time sink in once you get into Shadowland zones.
Yeah.
The XP was very, uh, how to word this? It felt low, but it was normal, what they're considering normal, but low to
Yeah.
what we were used to seeing.
Okay.
Um, and trying to level as blood in the Shadowland zones, get comfy. It's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was getting like 50 XP on this,
Yeah.
maybe close to 100 on this if I was rested. It's gonna be a long haul, but yeah, you really gotta watch that kill stat if you're playing with Chromie time, especially. We've
You
been
going,
finding
buddy?
in beta testing that it's gonna take like 8 levels over the old zone cap, even with Chromie time active,
Yeah.
for that stat stops counting. So
Okay.
you might still get XP, but it stops counting on the stats. You
Yeah.
do have to check on it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait for your net to settle. You're going a bit as
Again?
much as we love hearing robotic Nisey. It's fantastic, but no, not really. But that's all right. Xaya, I wanted to ask you with bloods, with the just comparing the kills from, obviously your rares are still getting a fair chunk of XP compared to the normal mobs when you had to jump back to Legion, etc. How, like, time wise, still feel like leveling a level is like it's still a bit of a grind, or is it going faster for the bloods? How was that? Did I lose Xaya? Did it lose me?
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello. I wanted to know, Xaya, I wanted to know with the bloods. Did you find with the rares compared to Legion, like just level wise, does it seem getting a level is similar to before the squish, or do you think it's faster or slower?
Um, until 30, it's about the same.
Okay.
When I did the Swamp of Sorrows complete rare run with all the rares up,
Yep.
I got a level, and it was still the same
Okay.
until about 39, 40,
Yep.
where it is about now half a level. See,
Okay.
so I go. What I do is I do a rare run about half a level,
Yep.
and I go to Legion get the other half of the level just to keep my stat up.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. It's just if it's not feeling like it's worse than what we had for a BT, then yay. Yay. That's good.
So that's faster. Up to 50, so that's why it is a lot faster.
Okay.
After,
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting to know. I was just thinking for Bloodthirsties and XP, we could do this one. Hang on, where is it? That's for Bloods. Bit and the bell tolls. Oh, tolling bells. Yes, that's a good one. All right. Okay, so for the three of you, next question was, what's been the biggest adjustment? Because again, Faire, how long have you been playing this game?
A very long time.
A long time.
Since a month after launch.
Okay, so pretty much the same as me. Nisey, Xaya, how long, for you guys, how long have you been playing the game?
Started into 6, I think, something like that.
Okay,
About
so
a year
after? Okay, so 15 years, Nisey?
A little bit into BC.
Okay, so again, we're talking double digits for all of us. Like, between all of us, we have probably, 80 years worth of playing World of Warcraft with just in the time, because 16, it's like that's a lot. We've been playing quite some time. So adjustment wise, we have got the biggest thing to happen to WoW ever is what has happened with pre-patch. So getting your head around this and adjusting accordingly. Yeah, all I can say is, for me, still struggling. Not struggling in the fact of going, I hate this. It's just getting my head around it. And not being, I have not been able to play as much as I'd like to, because IRL. But it is, it is what it is, which is Leeta's phrase of 2020. So yeah, so Faire. What have you found? Biggest adjustments? Tell me.
Well, yeah, just as you're saying, trying to really internalize the new levels and figure out what I should be doing when I'm a particular level.
Yeah.
I like to have some kind of structure, a plan for a tune, what I'm going to do.
Spreadsheet.
So
Who can make a spreadsheet that could have everything mapped out? Let me just look down the camera and just see if anybody is paying attention that might be interested in making a spreadsheet, dropping big hints that might somehow concise it all into a nice, pretty spreadsheet. Anybody, let me know if you want to do that for us. Would be fantastic. Anyway, we will see.
Yeah, it's like my working hunter had quite a few levels to do. I stayed in Azeroth until she got to 30 to fly. And I think that's something I'm probably going to stay with doing for the most part, a couple of exceptions with pacifists. But I just don't have any interest in doing the later expansions on foot. Running around Borean Tundra on foot does not appeal to me.
Yeah.
Or Pandaria. After 30, I think it depends on the class. And what I'll do is depends on, will they have a garrison or not? Obviously, they're going to be late in life for that if they do, but
yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around starting your garrison at 12. So yeah, I think that's amazing. I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to have to make one and try that, see how it feels, because that is just too weird.
Same. Yeah. I think that's a great tip, though.
It is. It's a great tip. But it's a matter of finding the right combinations of, activities for me, for my challenges, combination of quests and chest hunting and gathering or archaeology when I can do that, trying to put it all together, and there's just so many choices.
Yeah.
too many choices sometimes, no focus. And I guess the other thing that has surprised me is I'm still discovering for every new class I try, there's some unexpectedly high levels required for important spells or skills. Things that I consider important. A druid can't stealth a prowl until level 17, which is crazy compared to a rogue. I mean, a rogue can sneak around very low level.
Yeah.
Druids, not so much. You have to be 17.
Yeah.
Every class seems to have these kinds of issues. They spread out all of the skills over all these levels and dole them out very slowly.
Yeah. No,
So that takes some getting used to.
Yeah. Yes, that is definitely one of the biggest things. Because is it like at 5 or 3 or something you get stealth? Like it's really low now.
For a rogue,
the rogue is you know, it's one of those things. So but yeah, and again, you know, we're finding out all of these things. The good thing is we're finding them all out together. Which is great.
Oh yeah.
Which is great.
Yep.
Yeah, Bloodlust is one of the best examples. Hunters get it at 26, mages have to wait until 49.
Yeah, 49 is just outrageous for that time warp.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
That seems strange. 49, that is crazy. Mind you, I did do the because I'm leveling my Iron Hunter at the moment, and the strangest thing happened, and I'm sure it was one of you guys had mentioned. I had to go over to Pandaria, to Northrend, because I'm, you know, candy pockets and all of that, and I go to Sholazar. Hello, Sholazar. I was like, yes, this is really good. Oh, look, I can get some hunter stuff. Fetch. Excellent. I can buy. Look, it's not red. It's not grey. It's nothing. And I can't learn it. And I'm like,
Fetch is 47 now. It says 17, but it's 47.
Yeah, so you can buy it at 17. Fantastic. And it came up like on my screen to be like, no, you can get it. Like buy it.
Oh
and
yeah,
you can use
did.
it.
I bought it.
Yeah. So I paid 50 gold and now it's sitting in my bag. So I was like, I would have
Another
thought...
really bad thing is I already knew it on one of my hunters. She lost it. It didn't come back. I had to buy it again.
Oh.
That was annoying. That was annoying.
Happy joy. Okay. All right. That's strange, but yay, at least you worked that one out. Hopefully fairly early on and not when you got into trouble or something like that before you went, I don't have it.
Other book there, which is Play Dead, that works early on. I mean, that's fine.
At
Just
17.
At 17, okay.
Okay. So I don't know why, because I could buy all 3. I didn't, because when I bought the first one and I couldn't learn it, I got cranky and went, this is stupid. Like, it says I can buy it and learn it. Like, there's nothing that pops up to say you cannot learn this until, you know. So I was like, okay. So I didn't worry about getting anything else because she's only got limited gold. That was the other thing. It was like, I need to save up for flying at 30 just in case I don't have enough money. I don't know. But, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But again, it's just being, you know, it's just getting used to how all the things play, which is, there is a lot to get used to, isn't there? There is a lot. So,
oh yeah, like Beastmaster hunters can't use exotic beasts until 39. So if you had a spirit beast, they kind of, you keep it, they don't take it away from you, but you can't call it up.
Yeah.
Until you get to 39 and learn exotic beast skill.
Okay.
Well, at least they didn't take it away.
No, if they took away my bear, I would have been really, really angry.
Exactly.
You would have heard that all the way to Australia.
I would have been like, oh, dear God, Faire's cranky. Oh, yes.
Faire lost her bear. That would not be good.
That would not be good. That would not be good. Exactly. Okay, so Tiber says shamans don't get bloodlust until 48. Wow, 48. That really? Like you've got to level 48 levels before you get bloodlust? That seems awfully late to be getting it. Execute says monks may have the same issue with Zenflight. He's gonna check. Okay, all right. Well, again, good.
35, I think.
35. Okay.
About, but
Okay.
it is slow. It is as fast as riding, so
Okay.
it is quite slow.
Okay. All right. Well, again, good to know these things. Good to know these things. All right, Nisey. How have you found adjusting a biggest adjustment so far?
It's tough.
Mhm.
Because I think that there's a couple things that stand out to me. Number one is all the spells.
Yep.
We were conditioned for a couple X packs where everything was pruned down.
Mhm.
And so I had open spaces on my bars. I don't have that now. Like every spot's full
Yeah.
because I use a lot. So that's sorry, loud car. So that's hard to
Beep,
get
beep.
used to. And checking both spell books. I gotta tell you, I totally foobarred on my stream, and I'm like, oh yeah, we picked our spec last week because there's this and there's that, and
Mhm.
and then I'm like, well wait, where's my elemental?
Mhm.
And then I'm looking, I'm like, wait, I don't have this. And then I was like, oh, I never did pick my spec. This is the stuff that's out of the core spell book. This is the stuff that's out of the frost spell book.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, right. And I had planned on taking the spec, so I was like, okay.
Mhm.
So it's an adjustment, definitely a mental adjustment to be checking both tabs now.
Yes.
If you go with a spec.
Mhm.
And there's just so much being thrown at you. So that's a little overwhelming for me. Just getting used to having so much to work with. Second is my leveling path before that I had ingrained in my head. I knew where I was going. That's completely gone. Completely gone because I'm trying this without crummy time because I want to see how it feels without it first.
Yep.
Because I don't think personally I probably won't be utilizing it much because I hate messing with scaling more than I have to because it's another thing I have to watch for.
Yep.
But I want to get a flow down without it first. So I'm, you can go to Loch Modan at, what was it, 5 now? So I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to jump at the increments where I was before? But now I'm like, I really wasn't such a fan of going to that zone. I was just kind of going there because I kind of needed to fill the gap. So I'm probably going to take wetlands out of my leveling path now, and I might take Arathi out too. Just because I can stay in certain spots where I couldn't before, and it feels weird. It still feels weird. I'm still trying to mentally get it around my head that, oh, you could stay here till then and you don't have to go there. And I'm like, yeah, but I always went there. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to anymore. So I'm definitely having a war in my brain about where I'm going. But I'm also trying to look out for unsquished stuff.
Hang on.
Of course.
You're going row buddy. Hang on. I was going to do this was when I was just thinking of like seeing stuff that was missing when I logged in.
Yeah.
Stuff is not there.
Definitely.
Definitely add-ons. Add-ons still not being fixed. Oh, that was that. Okay.
Some of mine have been.
A lot have, but there's a couple that's just, I'm just like, quick, hurry up, fix it, please. Yeah. All right. You sound okay. Go for it.
Yeah. Sorry. My net's been a problem this whole entire week.
Yes, it has. It's been nasty.
So yeah, just the unsquished mobs still. I don't know what's unsquished and what's fine. So far at low level, rares have been good in Loch Modan at least. So yay. Other than that, it's just trying to figure out, remembering to budget low level for me. Yeah. And just trying to get a new path figured out.
Yeah, new paths is definitely, there's so much opens up. It's just going to take some time to work through. And I was trying to do the same thing. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Yeah, and it just, in the end I'm like, yeah, let's just see how it goes. So that's something I need to do at some stage too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it just feels wrong being in other zones at lower levels than we used
Yeah.
to be. I
It's
still
just getting
am
used
having
to
a
it.
hard time with this.
Yes, most definitely. And again, it's something that we've been used to for many, many, many years is no longer there. So, or is a whole different ball game. So it's takes a little time. I'm gonna say it takes it just takes time. It's like getting into the new way that things work. So yeah. All right, Xaya, how have you found with adjustment to all of this?
Well, like the others, my leveling path is completely messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything. So, okay, what do I want to do? I don't know. I used to do Hunting Zone, Lock Modem, Dustwood,
Mm-hmm.
the things like that, in that order. But
Yep.
now I don't have to do anything. I could go to Roaring Tundra at level 10 if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Okay, what do I want to do in which order that I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Which are the zones that I like the most, and when do I do them? So I haven't figured that out yet.
Yep.
So I'm basically doing much about the same leveling plan that I did,
Okay.
even if I'm not supposed, if, yeah, there's no obligation to. But like for uh, Outlands, Northlands, Pandaria, without light, I won't go there.
Mm-hmm.
There, there's, there's something that I didn't like being. I remember when they came out, we had to ride everywhere, and I still love that, even if it's BC, what 12 years here, oh, something like that.
Uh,
But eh, uh, but I probably won't use Chromie time.
mm-hmm.
So if I when I get 30, I go to Pandaria, which goes to 35, then Duranor, just to have something
Okay.
at my level, if I can say that, um, because that's the way I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's something I saw execute on the chat saying that the Pandaria treasures was worth were worth 10 gold, but I found one at 100 gold. So it may depend on the level you are when you do that. I haven't checked that yet.
Okay.
Because when I did did, did those treasures on my uh, paladin at about 35, something like that,
Yeah.
most of them gave me 100 gold like they did before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite surprised that Execute found something else. That should be something to be careful about.
Yeah.
It's so to check before take out the first one maybe, and if
Yeah.
it's too low, maybe wait later and come back, but we try it like something like that.
Yeah. I know that when I was testing on, I'm gonna say beta, I think executed probably better know where I did go over to Pandaria. It was like low. I think I was like 17 or something like that. And I was getting the same amount of gold. So, but now that it's live, I haven't fully, like, I just popped over to Pandaria to grab, I think I'm currently over there, was getting candy buckets because, candy buckets, that's what we're all about. We like the candy buckets. So,
That's basically there.
yeah, we'll just have to double check maybe on different levels of how the treasures are. I didn't think there was a real issue. I thought they were giving the same, but
Low
that's something.
experience too, by the way.
Mm,
Ash or somebody in guild was saying today that they were surprised at how little experience they were getting for Pandaria treasures. I mean, I
okay.
knew they squished
Same thing,
the
you know.
Mm,
experience in Draenor.
yeah. Okay.
Before the pre-patch, at 91, I went to Draenor, get all the treasures, and got to 101.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing quests, just doing treasures. But
Yep.
now I got about 2 or 3 levels at before between 30 and 35 and 40.
Okay.
So it's a lot less in Draenor
Mm-hmm.
and Pandaria too.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to know. Execute says it was 100 gold on PTR2. On live, the alts took to Jade Forest, had treasures worth 10 gold, but only Jade Forest. The other zones were untouched, except for the one treasure chest in the sunken ship in Jade Forest. That's still about 95 gold. So I guess it's like, again, it's like all the things we're working out where the changes are, what things, there's lots of changes, and whether that's prevalent on what level that you end up going to that zone as. If you go there as a 17 as opposed to a 35, is there a huge amount of difference? We're still gathering information, guys, and like, if you're out there gathering information as well, like, write in, let us know how are you finding it yourself. So we would love to know, because there's so much info, like, there's so much to cover. We can't just us four can't cover it all. Like, there's a lot to cover everything, so it's good to be able to get some information around, so we all have a bit better idea. We're not going into something blind, or we can share ideas, which is really good to see. All right, well, the last thing that I want to touch on is, obviously, we've got a release date now for Shadowlands hitting, which is the 23rd, 24th of November. Which is like, oh my lordy, what's that, 3 and a bit weeks? And I'm guessing Fun and Games with Scourge is going to start soon. However, for you guys prepping for taking your tunes into Shadowlands, like, is there anything that you're doing? Like, for me, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole at the moment. For my passies, I think I will be stepping back from the passage and just seeing if we can do a different way, because she ain't not going into the maw. I can tell you that right now. And the irons, I don't know how we're going to do it. It's going to be interesting. So, Faire, how are you looking for...
For the pacifist, I don't see a whole lot of change in what I do on a pacifist who's within 10 levels of maximum. They're going to do archaeology in the old world. It still gives excellent experience.
Yep.
Better than any other zone. I've tested them all in the beta. Archaeology in the old world. What I don't know is if the cooking and fishing in the major city will give any decent experience or not.
Okay.
I can't really tell that yet. Right now at level 50, it doesn't particularly look good. But we'll see. For the non-pacifist, well, and I guess that would be hold true for the working man too, because they can always do archaeology.
Yeah.
For the irons and greens, tins, I don't have any bloods. I'm trying to get scouts lined up. I mean, right now, I just have to figure that I'm not going anywhere without scouting. Be it a dead iron type scout or a normal that I'm scouting on, a regular, whatever. But yeah, absolutely not going to touch anything with a live iron until I've scouted it out big time. I did not spend any time in the maw on the beta, so all I know is what I've read, and it doesn't sound friendly to me. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much like the motto at the moment. Is we will see how things go. You know, maybe there's someone else out there that's gonna prove things wrong. But I know the testing I did.
I want to be wrong. I want to
just-
be able to do this. No.
Yeah, yeah. I say, hey, look, if someone out there prove us that it can be done and done, you know, like relatively quickly or relatively not easily, but you know what I mean. Like it will be interesting to see time frames for 50 to 60. We will have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going to happen very soon. In 3.5 weeks, we will see what happens. Okay, Nisey, how about you?
Yeah, getting my scouts ready. I'm gonna be using them a lot more.
Mhm.
Normally I'll just, grab a normal if I'm really unsure, but this one that I'm leveling now will probably be my scout for Shadowlands, at least to some degree.
Yep.
It's gonna be an X pack where you're gonna need to scout, or at least run a Tin Man through something.
Yep.
You definitely, from what we saw on beta, you're not gonna want to run into this face first blind.
Yep.
It's gonna not work well if you do that. You definitely need to be aware of what you're about to encounter, and where things are located to get there easily. But yeah, just trying to use scouts more. It's a lot of mental prep too, because it's like, okay, I gotta be prepared. I'm gonna lose characters because it's gonna be a little rough. Getting in there and seeing what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, so maybe now get a couple ready to go, and use them first because they're the newer ones, and we'll see. It's gonna be a lot of unfamiliar things coming up, and gotta be prepared to adapt on the fly too, because it's gonna happen, and I don't like adapting on the fly. But I've got to get used to doing that because I like knowing what I'm doing, where I'm going, and that's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
So
I must admit, I think Stir said earlier with Chromie Time, an experienced player can level a new toon from 1 to 50 in a week. Well, Candy Buckets helps, but Chromie Time is definitely accelerated. So, it certainly seems to be faster for quite a few people. I feel like I'm flat out getting a level with my playtime on anything. So, yeah, Xaya, what were you going to say?
Home time makes it faster if you don't go to Leeta or BFA. If you like those zones, and I haven't played much there yet, but if you like those zones, maybe those are as fast as others without Chromie time. Okay, so I wouldn't say Chromie time is the best thing in life, except more for bloodthirsty. But if you can, going to 50 is going to be quite fast. Okay, like Castor said, if you have a few hour sessions every day in a week, you're gonna get to 50.
Yep. Yeah, it's and again, I guess it's just we will see how it goes once it hits. That's probably the main thing. Tiber did ask, is gathering XP pretty much dead?
No.
Fair. I was gonna say no. It's still quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything about after 50, but actually it's excellent at the moment. And Chromie Time and Pandaria, even tea leaves are giving good experience now.
What?
I mean, they fixed the tea leaf bug.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. Tea leaves give experience now.
How many years has it taken?
Mining, it's great. No problem.
Nice.
yeah, you'll still have holidays and stuff that you'll still be able to utilize to an extent on a pacifist as well.
Yeah.
So I think they might have the easiest go of this.
I
to
think
be
I'd
perfectly
agree.
honest.
Passies
Them
and
maybe
workings, yeah.
Passies and workings. I quite like that. actually quite, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm so happy I'm going to play this one. Oh, yes. Anyway. All right. Xaya, did you have anything that you wanted to add to the to preparing for Shadowlands?
Well, I don't have access to beta. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like going to PTR, so I'll wait until it's on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll use my regs to scout up just about everything, both aliens and orcs, because I'd say, I, I I have all classes to max level,
Mm-hmm.
at least one character of each. So both orcs, I'll have alliance, so I'll do both,
Yep.
see how it goes on regulars, some well geared, some less well geared,
Yep.
and after that I send my tin men out and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I'll try and Iron or bloodthirsty, something like that.
Yep. Okay.
Because I
Well,
don't many owl except the bloodthirsty first.
yeah. Well, it's I and you know I keep saying I know we got to wait and see. It's we're all gonna be kind of like we're fumbling a bit for a while on how things go, but you know we're getting there, which is good. And all this information helps, you know, for you guys out there leveling as well. So I do appreciate having Faire, Nisey, and Xaya here to give their findings and their thoughts, which is great. All right. So just quickly, because we are running way late as per usual. Weeks in WoW. If you want to just condense it down, Faire, how has your week been?
Candy buckets. Is that condensed enough?
That's no, I know it is. It is like that. I love it though. That's mine too. Ditto. Excellent. So yeah. So how many did you get leveled this week?
Oh, I got
All
my
of them.
working man hunter to 50 and my
Mhm.
green hunter to 46.
Nice.
Working on the green mage, she's 45.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing with that little pacifist druid who's 38 now. She's zooming right along. Once she got to
Wow.
flying, I mean, up until 30, she was basically a normal pacifist gathering, doing pacifist safe
Yeah.
quests, whatever. Except I took her to Dalaran as early as I could
Mm.
and cooked and fished. I
Nice.
mean, I didn't leave Dalaran because I couldn't fly to anywhere except
Yeah.
for Valiant's Keep or whatever. But hey, there's plenty of cooking and
Mm.
fishing if you get lucky to do right there in Dalaran. So,
That's
but once she got
true.
30, she
Yeah.
was all over the place. I mean, opening up her farm and all those things. So yeah,
Yeah.
she's having fun.
Excellent.
Candy
Oh,
buckets.
candy buckets. I know. What times that go away? Nisey, you're my timekeeper. What times is that? Is that? Have we still got a couple of days?
Maybe midnight.
Or is it tonight? Oh damn!
Tomorrow morning, I think it's
Okay.
Maybe 10 a.m. I
All
can't
right.
remember. It's sometime on the 1st.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, we're over.
You
We're
guys have seen
done.
my
I gotta
face
go.
when Leeta asked me that.
Sorry. Yeah, I saw your face. There was like this look of Leeta. What? Execute wants to know what the tea leaf bug was. It was basically not giving. It was giving XP that was like what we were getting. It was
90?
something.
Yeah,
It
like
was
90 XP
It
or
was
something.
bad.
From the
Yeah.
get-go. I mean, as
Yeah.
soon as you went to Pandaria and picked up your first tea leaf,
Mm,
it was crap experience
yeah. It
compared
was
to silkweed or anything else.
bad.
Compared to
Yes.
mining ghost iron.
Yes.
Now it's equivalent.
Do the cat herbs and note give more XP now?
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't
Because the
actually.
Switch they gave about as much as TDs.
Yeah, I should go take a
Yeah.
look. I haven't
Hang
looked at anything in Canada.
2 secs. I think it's me being weird. Sorry, I think it's my nets. Just, I mean, everything looks okay, so I'm not sure. So apologies if it is. Everyone was Robuddy. It was awesome. I don't know if I'm Robuddy now. If I'm Robuddy, that would be beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
You're not.
I'm not. Damn it. Damn. I was really hoping that would have
My net
worked
issues
out.
are spreading.
That's it. It's spreading all over, which is great. But, you know, I think we're okay. Faire, Xaya, can you guys say something?
Hello?
Hello? I'm
Okay.
fine.
You're fine. All right. So it just kind of hiccuped and you guys were talking and it came all robot-y, so I missed it. So yeah. So can we go back to what you were saying, Xaya?
Asking about the kata herbs and nodes. So
Yes.
before were given about knowing speed as much as tea leaves in Pandaria.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
answer was I don't know.
Yeah.
We need to check. It's a
Okay.
good question, though.
All right. Well, that's okay. That is a good question, and I will assume that you both will sort and check and let us know on that, which would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll just try picking a few things in Oldham.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Faire. And I'm glad that you're having fun, not focusing and being all across your tunes, which is great. I love seeing you all across your tunes.
Oh, yeah, I have to remember which one I'm on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I say last week or was it this week? I culled tunes. I was harsh and brutal
Why
with
you
myself.
still doing that? Yeah.
Yes. I was like this to myself. I was like, Leeta, we have to have a serious talk. Anyway. So yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec. Nisey, what did you do?
Okay.
Anything? Much?
Little bit. Worked on the new test Bloodthirsty. Got her to 13. Fumbled through that. That was fun.
Yep.
Working on my Horde alt. Haven't had much time. I think she's at 33. And I'm learning that even though you can go to BFA at level 10 or 11, you can't, and you can work on your professions there. If you take cooking, you can't eat anything that you make until level 45, which is fun. Don't understand that. Maybe it was an oversight. Hopefully it will get fixed.
That was like that in beta?
Yeah, I'm not hopeful,
So
but I'm
that's-
just kind of scratching my head at that. And I've been dealing with my internet issues all week.
Yay!
Fun.
Internet.
But you know, soon we'll be switching. Maybe another week or two. But
Excellent. Okay, this I'm gonna guess. Hang on, this is internet issues. Let me try this one. Siri decides Siri wants to talk to us. No, Siri, no talking. I don't know
I wondering
if we
where
have
the
that.
talking came from.
I don't even know how that one happened. Stop it. Naughty Siri. Okay. All right. So, Xaya, how has your week been for leveling?
Well, I get about a level a day on my Bloodthirsty, which is at 44, something like that. I killed my Paladin, Iron Paladin at 48. I started the Pandarin Monk, which died at 22, something like that.
Oh.
I started the Night of Druid. I found something funny. The portal between Darnassus and Stormwind doesn't open until level 10. So if you start an attack, you're gonna go to Stormwind,
Yep.
you have to go to Exodar and take the portal there to Stormwind, which can be used at level 1. So it's kind of weird.
Good to know that.
Wow.
I don't know why, but
Okay.
it's like that. And
Wow.
my druid died today at 20 something.
Oh. Okay.
And besides that, I did. I tried to get the heritage armor on all the allied race, but since the quit is not, it was 110 before. Now you have to be 50 to get the heritage armor on
Okay.
the allied race.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that.
Okay. All right. Well, as you know, usual, you guys blow me away with all the things that you get done, which is fantastic. I love to hear from it and love to see you guys jumping on and leveling your tunes and that. So appreciate that. I pulled out one of my old irons, Iron Leeta. She's a night elf hunter. I actually went to grab her, and guess where she was? She was in Caverns of Time. So
She had a rest.
I logged in and I went, oh, anniversary. Wow, has it been that long since I've been on her? Oh, damn. Okay, so anyway, off I went. I managed to get her to, I think I got her to about 26 or 27. So she had dropped right down to 14. And I'm not sure if my net is now playing up. Did we lose?
I'm buffering.
It's being stupid. I don't know. It's not coming up saying there's
It's
an
back
issue.
now.
Okay. It's obvious net issues everywhere. Okay, fantastic. So yeah.
Contagion, great.
It's contagion. No, it's just, trust me when I say Australian internet is fantastic. So yeah, so I've been doing candy buckets and she's about 26 or 27 now. So yeah, it is full moon. That is correct, full moon, and all the things are happening. Pretty much. This is just, all the spooky things are out. I like this one. This one's good. This one goes for quite long, so I'm going to cut that one because it is a quite long one, but I was like, creepy background. I like that. That's very cool. Okay, so we got some news. Let's get in the news bumper, so let's do this one.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
Okay, we've got a few things we need to get through. Holy hell, we have got a few things. Okay, so Darkmoon Faire starts tonight, my time, this afternoon, late this afternoon. That will go from the 1st to the 7th. So utilize if you're starting new tunes, etc., all that fun things. I've got a feeling that Darkmoon Faire, you could pick that up from like 3, level 3, the quest. I think it was really quite easy. So if you are starting a new challenge tune, now Darkmoon Faire is always a good time to do it. So do look for that. Darkmoon Faire is always awesome. We love it. Day of the Dead, Nisey. Day of the Dead is here. Not only is Day of the Dead, which is normally only 2 days, like it's from the 1st to the 3rd, or 3 days.
Like
first
2.5,
to the
yeah.
2.5. So that starts tonight on November 1st through to November 3rd. There is information. Thank you, Faire. You did the write-up on the forums for this one. So we'll have the link in the show notes for those that want to check it out. But thank you, Faire, for doing that. Appreciate that greatly.
Sure.
That was
Small little holiday.
Yeah, it's really nothing.
It is. It's small. It's very small, but it's still, you guys don't want to be doing something that you're not sure on a challenge tune that might get you flagged. So be careful. But that's the main thing. Now, Nisey, you can talk about this because I know you're so excited
I am.
to find this one out. So Blizzard did something, and tell us.
I saw a notice from Wowhead pop up last night that they were informed that Blizzard had decided to move the anniversary event to tomorrow. Totally not prepared for it to start tomorrow. It's going to be from the 1st through the 22nd, so it will be wrapping up right before Shadowlands comes in. I don't have a whole lot to tell you right now. We'll be doing the write-up sometime tomorrow once I can get access to Wowhead's info for this year. So don't expect it out till later in the evening, because I'm going to have to look at some things.
Yeah.
But we'll have it up sometime late tomorrow.
Exactly. So so that's the 16th anniversary. event, which again, you know, whether that's going to be challenger friendly, hopefully, yay. Bonus XP is always good, so we will see. But once that's up, Nisey will post to the usual channels, and if you're after that info, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and the next thing might affect the anniversary for part of it, so you're gonna have to be careful out there.
Yeah, exactly. So as we know, date for Shadowlands pre-patch event has been announced. So for the, I keep wanting to say invasions, but like the Scourge stuff, the girls, the zombies, all of that stuff is supposed to start on November 10th. All right. I think that was, we have got a link to the info, which we'll also have up for you guys to check that out. You tried PTR to see if there was anything. I tried PTR.
I tried everywhere.
We don't know fully what we're expecting. I popped on a couple of times and there was nothing. So I don't know if PTR is, if they're doing testing of it or not.
I don't know. I couldn't find anything. Wowhead did mention that the Exiles Reach people will get a debuff so they can't get infected. There was no mention of PvP needing to be enabled in order to get infected in the cities, which is why I'm saying watch yourselves. That might not be a thing anymore. We won't know until it gets here and we get more info and get in there and can see what's happening.
Yeah.
Just be really, really careful when the event launches.
Yes, be very, very careful, because we know that with the testing that I did on PTR very early on when they said that it was doing the Scourge, that was
ugly.
It was very ugly. Like, to log into a brand new character and get hit within 3 seconds of logging in, and you're you know, Scourge. There was no, it was like, hi, I've logged in. I'm dead. Hang on. Now I'm a zombie?
A ghoul.
Right. So within the space of 5 seconds, my challenge toon that I was testing was dead and a zombie. So yeah, that was not pretty.
And I don't know if they're going to be able to infect the area where the anniversary event's happening. I don't know if it's happening in Caverns in Time again, or if it's going to be happening in the old places in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. I don't know. So when the 10th rolls around, be very, very careful. We'll try to put something out for that. But
exactly.
Test it first, please.
We will see. Absolutely. So again, you know, and if you guys find any info, please, you know, send it through. Let us know, whether it's Discord, through Twitter. You know, it's all this information to help all of us would be, you know, it's greatly appreciated. Okay, so we have got the launch date for Shadowlands as being the 23rd, 24th of November. As we are aware, for those not aware, yes, we have a launch date. Yes, we've got like 3.5 weeks. It's not that far away, guys. Oh my lord.
No, it's not.
So yeah, lots to do within that time. Okay, now before we go any further, have to remember, thank you for reminding me, time changes tonight for the US people.
And possibly
so go
I'm not sure who else is
back.
switching. Maybe Canada as well.
Some places in Canada, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So regardless of where you are in the world, just remember that the WoW Challenges podcast is done at 7 p.m. Eastern Saturday nights. So for me, I get to push it back an hour. So yay, I get to start at 10 a.m. next week. That's fantastic. I can have a sleep in. You know that's not going to happen. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. So for those of you, next week's episode. All right. So 7 p.m. Eastern always, but yeah, adjust accordingly. Okay. Because we have got no state of the challenges, everything. I've asked for Elkie to remove that. Hopefully that will be done soon. We can't do any of that because of all the issues that we've got coming from Blizzard's side with the API. So we just need to wait and see from that. So again, thank you, Stone, for coming on and explaining bits and pieces. All right, let's wrap this up with some chit chat stuff. Where is this one? Let's listen to this.
Hey yo, it's chit chat.
That's the Zorts. All right. Did we get a new one, or this is from the vault? This is from the vault.
From the vault.
Okay, this is from the vault. So let's. I don't think he's even here. He might be out having a coffee. Azzy, if you're out having a coffee, just please be safe, because they did allow some change some laws in Victoria, which is fantastic. But please just be safe and enjoy your coffee if you're having coffee. All right, here's this bumper. Let's do this.
It's Azzy's pun.
Ah, gets me every time. Okay. Fair. I think I gave this one to you. So
Okay.
go for it.
Yes, from the Ezzy Pun Vault Classics. What do you get if you put a duck in a cement mixer? Quacks in the pavement. Yep.
Oh, hang on. I gotta do this. No, it might help if I click on it later. Like, it's wrong one. Here. Oh, good. Okay, Nisey, what's Dave got?
Alright, so from Dave, we have this week. Well, to be frank, I'd have to change my name.
Oh, okay, Dave. Yeah, that's good. I like that one too. Hang on, I'll do this one for him. Here. That's good. That's good. They both did well. They're both very cute. Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Azzy. Appreciate that. All right, Xaya, what have we got from Desu, please?
It's a question. So he read up on the rules and facts for Iron Man, but it's still left a bit confused. Can trainer treasures be looted? And is there a way to detect someone that indeed looted them? So yes, you can loot them. However, some chests can explode, and some may summon mobs to attack you. And as far as Iraq, there are some that you have to take some elixir to get to. So you have to be careful when what you do about that. So you have better to check and use a scout to loot them. It's mostly in parts of Iraq that there's problems, but so you can go everywhere, take any one of them, but it's necessary without risk sometimes. There are some add-ons that can say if you have looted them or not. So there is some way to track them, but we don't do that, I think. But there is some add-ons that I think in the note or Catamari, not sure which one of them, but you can have add-ons to know if you which one you have already looted and go over there. I use some myself.
Handy Notes. I think Handy Notes has some icons that can pop up once you've looted them. They go away. I'm not sure if that one is working. Yeah. Yeah. Still good. Once again, good question. Thank you for that info, Xaya, because you are up with all of the things, so appreciate you doing that one. All right. Let's do. All right. Well, I think we're done. Which we can start to wrap all these things up. So thank yous, Nisey. Go for it.
Okay, hopefully I don't go robot. Let's
Okay.
try this.
See how it goes.
Okay. So thank you to our Iron Elite supporters. Without you, this would not be possible. So we would like to thank Eliandris, Asylum, gonna try it this time, Avalina Win, Awesome Trousers, Boz, Cell, Chupa, Crash Landing 99, Dave the Hunter, Daenerys, Execute, Faire, Frasley Sparks Fan, Gazton, Iron Man Path, Chris W, Leeta, Mr. Bright 01, Mrs. Rockuru, Mrs. Migi, Mrs. Charming, Never Died, Nisey, Return of the Mac, Rogueslayer, Rude, Sassy Bell, Stir, Stone, Swing Cat, Tiber, aka Tiber, Benima, Xaya, and Zorts.
Nice. And thank you guys. Thank you for all the support for that. We do appreciate it. Just for that, you get a scary demon haunting. Scary. I like that. Yeah.
Sounds like a zombie-fied Bell Reaper.
That one. Okay, that one I forgot. That one's quite a long one as well. That one goes for quite a few minutes, but yeah. I like the scary demon. I may have had a little bit of fun looking around for Halloween soundbites. I'm just saying. I got a few. Anyway. Okay, so from Stone Stir and myself, I have to say thank you to all our wonderful mods. Seriously, guys, for all the things that you do, we greatly appreciate. So Awesome Trousers, Boz, Faire, Chris, Nisey, and Xaya. Like, the testing, the information you guys do, the posts over on the forum, the posts on the website, and just, keeping me informed of all the bits and pieces, I do appreciate. So thank you so much for that. To Elkie, our Queen of the Code, also for sorting the things that she needs to sort. Thank you for that. And to you guys, everyone here in the chat room, thank you for hanging out. We do appreciate it. Anyone listening at home through the podcast, also, that has been fixed. Yay! We have got the feeds back up and running. So all of the good stuff there. Okay, so I will be back next week, which will be Saturday, November 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Reminder, don't forget, times change tonight for you guys. Technically for me as well. But yeah, remember 7 p.m. Eastern is the time that we will do the show every week, unless like something happens and Leeta goes, no, we'll change it. But for now, that's what we have. So I have to say to Faire on your broom, to Xaya as the Skelly over there, and to Nisey as Ghoulie Pinky. Thank you guys for joining me this week and for all the information. Appreciate it. So thank you so much. If you guys would like to tell everyone where they can find you and get in contact if need be, or where they can find you. So Faire, where can we find you?
You can find me on Discord as Faire. Even if it doesn't say I'm there, I might be there. You never know. I lurk. I'm also in the guild on Wormrest Accord Alliance side most of the time. So look me up.
Nice. Excellent. All right, Nisey, where can we find you?
Alright, you can find me on Discord, mostly in the Wild Challenges Discord, but it's Nisey #4863. You can find me on Twitch trying to stream a few days a week if my internet lets me. Channel name is NiseyBGN over there. And you can get me on Twitter as well, and that is at NiseyBGN.
Excellent. And Xaya, oh, damn spider's web. Xaya, where can we find you?
Well, I'm almost always on Discord. And not this time I'm rarely on Wormrest Accord because I'm playing other tunes, but I should be back in the guild in a few days.
Excellent. Alrighty. Thank you very much for that. There was something else I was going to say, right? And it's completely... No, it's gone. Completely gone. But I did get my spider's web. So I don't know if you can see it. Spider's web is attacking me. So don't you be naughty, spider's web. Alright, so for where you can find us, don't forget, check out wowchallenges.com for the website. All the information over there on our Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube channels. You can find the podcast back up on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, all those things. If you want to contact to the show, to me, please send an email to podcast@wowchallenges.com. You can find me on Twitter at Leeta Wow, which is LEETAWOW, as well as the other show that Stone and I did do the other week, Adventures in Azeroth, episode 98, I think it was, is out if you want to check that. It's where Stone just prattles on. I don't. At all. Too much fun. Too much fun. Alright. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Guys, I made Halloween cupcakes yesterday. I don't know if you can see them. I did make them. I wanted to show... I would give you Xaya, Nisey, Faire. I'll have to eat them for you, sorry. but there is cupcakes. They're chocolate cupcakes with ghoulie. There you go, just so you guys can see. But yeah, that's them. The green is black because I got the green screen on, but this is green. It's not black. It does look like. Actually, that looks really cool. It is green, but it looks black swirly, so very cool. And the family do approve, so yay. Okay, Nisey, our last lot of thank yous, please.
Okay, so we would like to thank these two very important people to the show. We would like to thank Mr. Bright01 for our lovely new intro, and you can find him on Discord as Mr. Bright01. We'd also like to thank Epic Insanity for our fantastic outro, and you can find him on Twitter at epic_insanity, as well as the Frozen Nerds podcast.
Absolutely. So thank you both to them very much, Slay. Alright, well, just to finish off the show, I've been wanting... I found this one, and I gotta play it, because it's just one of those things that I remember growing up kind of hearing, like a typical kind of scary Halloween thing, so I'm gonna play this one for you.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
Oh my god!
Have you guys not heard that? Have you not heard that one?
I have not.
Okay.
Not that version. No.
Not that version?
Right, so we're sleeping with the lights on tonight.
That was good. That was good. Anyway, sometimes leaders got far too much time to look up things, which is great. All right. Okay, well, thank you again to everyone. Thank you, chat room, for being here. It's been a bit of fun for the happy Halloween. Hope everyone's had a lovely day. Full moon, witch's brew. I need a refill. And all the spooky and scary things have been quite kind to you this year. So thank you for joining us, everyone. Please, the main thing is, please be safe, both in and out of game. And we will see you less makeup like this spooky next week. So take it easy, everyone. See you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
The WoW
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Stone and Leeta, copyright 2020. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his great stuff at incomputech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Alright, I will fix that in post-production for the full thing. Thank you. We are back. Show titles. I think Tiber just throws some out there. Messing with Time or New Path. Ooh, they're both very good, Tiber. Thank you. What was that, Xaya? I missed that.
Messing with leveling paths.
Messing with leveling paths. Okay, that one's a good one too. Alright. What do you reckon? Nisey, Faire, anything? Like
I've
size?
got making adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Screwing around in there. Dust off the mothballs. All over the place. And not touching it with a live iron.
That's funny. I like that.
That is funny. That is funny. Mind you, I do like the messing one as well. So I don't know. So I think what do you reckon? Xaya's or that one? Go with that one?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Done. Okay. I'll put that in. Alright. Again, thank you guys so much. We will cut the stream. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Happy
Bye,
Halloween.
all. Yeah.
All of that.